Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Mortal Kombat Deception is by far the best Mortal Kombat game from the 6th gen. It has so many things that we wanted and even things that we never knew we wanted. But most importantly, one of the greatest features that we always wanted came out for this game. MK Deception is the first game in the series to feature an online mode, except for the GameCube version, sadly. But isn't it awesome? Now we can all look back at the cable guy and play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam! But other than that, today I'll be showing you all 10 awesome facts that you probably didn't know about Mortal Kombat Deception, so sit back, don't scratch your nuts in public, and let's begin. Number 10. Mortal Kombat Deception features just about every single character in the franchise at the time. If they're not playable characters, you can be sure to find them in the Conquest mode. Some of them can barely be seen, and you could end up missing them in the blink of an eye, like Jarek here on Earthrealm. Number 9. The GameCube version of Mortal Kombat Deception got two exclusive playable characters, Goro and Shao Kahn, but the PSP version got the PS2 and GameCube versions beat. The PSP version was known as Mortal Kombat Unchained, and that one received more exclusive characters. Kitana, Jax, Frost, Blaze, Goro, and Shao Kahn are included in the game. Sadly, these exclusive characters from Deadly Alliance do not have two fatalities like the rest, and they do not have a Harakiri either. And as for Blaze, he doesn't have a finisher, a weapon, or an alternate costume. Basically, these characters were mostly unaltered from their appearances in Deadly Alliance, but a couple moves were added to them like sweep kicks and uppercuts, since Deception brought back the uppercuts that we loved pulling off. Number 8. Onaga's stage was originally supposed to be a badass guitar piece called Dragon Slayer, but it was deemed to be unfitting for the atmosphere of the arena. It is understandable to why they chose not to use this track, but it would have been nice if the two tracks switched after both combatants each won a round, and then the song Dragon Slayer would play on the final round, making the music pump you up like it's now or never. However, you can listen to this song after you unlock it in the crypt. Number 7. This is the first Mortal Kombat game to feature the Harakiri, a fatality that you can perform on yourself instead of letting the opponent finish you off. Harakiri refers to the form of seppuku, which is a Japanese ritual suicide by disembowelment. Naturally, every character gets their own unique form of a suicide move, but Kenshi uses the traditional way that the Japanese would perform Harakiri. Number 6. Mortal Kombat Deception also added one of the most entertaining additional features you'll ever encounter in any MK game, puzzle combat. And luckily, since Mortal Kombat Unchained featured everything from Deception including more, MK Unchained received puzzle combat as well. Now at the time, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 came out for the Nintendo DS, and even that game received its own puzzle combat since, well, Ultimate MK3 isn't exactly anything new, and players would probably feel ripped off for paying full price on an old nostalgic game that's been ported to many consoles. So this was something useful to add for Ultimate MK3. But the graphics are toned down since it's a Nintendo DS, but when puzzle combat is this entertaining, I think graphics are the least of your worries. Number 5. With action replay codes, you can actually play as the Dragon King Onaga, also the demon who was chosen by the other gods in the Conquest mode, which is actually the same character model of Scorpion with his fighting style. You can also play as this character, and also most of the characters from Deadly Alliance like Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, Jax, Quan Chi, and Shang Tsung. Number 4. Death traps are some of the greatest additions to Deception stages, but one funny thing to note when pulling off a death trap on Havoc in the Sky Tower stage is that after knocking him off the tower, he will scream like the rest of the combatants, but then he'll actually say, "Aw man, this is gonna suck," and then continue screaming until he hits the floor. Number 3. Mortal Kombat Deception's chess combat originally had a different concept style than what we got. We can actually see what its original design looked like in an early teaser trailer for Mortal Kombat Deception, but I'm not sure if the gameplay was meant to be a lot more like actually playing chess, which in my opinion I think would have worked out a lot more than what we got. Number 2. One of the biggest questions everyone had with Rico was that it was believed that he was actually Shao Kahn without the helmet. There are characters in the Conquest mode who speak in reverse, and there is one specific character that if you decoded what he was saying, you'll hear, "Rico is not Shao Kahn, though sometimes he secretly wears the Emperor's helmet."
Rico is not Shao Kahn, though sometimes he secretly wears the Emperor's helmet.
Number 1. Mortal Kombat Deception was originally going to have a tag team mode. An example of this is Noob Smoke, 2 characters who fight simultaneously but were originally the concept of 2-on-2 battles. I'm always a big fan of tag team modes, so this would have been amazing to include in Deception. But it's understandable that they couldn't add it since the game already has tons of modes and features. Conquest mode alone was already a giant open world. It's surprising to see the amount of content that this game has, so it's totally understandable. But you know what? There could be an HD release of Deception that maybe the creators can work on, and then they could add this, so let's hope for that. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please leave a like, share with others, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to notify you of every new video that gets uploaded to the channel. And if there's a specific video you'd like to see, just leave it in the comments and you might get to see the video you were hoping for. Also, follow me on Twitter to find out which videos are up next and whatever random shit I post. But anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember to have an awesome day.